Welcome back! We are finally back after 3 whole weeks of doing some Dynasty Warriors. Yes, it has been forever since I did this. This isn't anything huge, this is just me doing an invasion. I tried to do a raid earlier and it didn't work out for me. It wasn't really, it was over before it started, I'll tell you that much. So I was like, that's too short of a video, so I'm just gonna do a quick invasion. Get some Dynasty Warriors feel back in me. I've been very deep in games like Persona and stuff like that. Mostly the reason I haven't done anything, it's not because I haven't lost interest in the game at all. It's not that at all. It's been work-related stuff. I haven't had like a break in a very long time in terms of work. So this was the first one in a long time, and I wanted to just take this break to relax over a while because I was feeling like so drained. Even during the entirety of my break, this is like the last day of it. And so, decided to take a break, play some Persona, and play some State of Decay, which came out as well. Pretty fun. I like it. I can't wait to have my friends join me in that as well, which is going to be pretty cool. But for now, I'm going to play some Dynasty Warriors, do a video of it. I missed this game. As you... Ow, stop. Classic Dynasty Warriors. Okay. But yeah, I've really just missed doing videos on this. It's been so much fun because I always feel the passion when I'm doing this. When I'm doing these kinds of videos, it's so good. Did someone retreat already? Oh, whoops. Let's try and take some base. Stop. Yeah, it's been a very good minute. Like I said, last time I had a recording was with Kuno's. No, not Kuno's Ambition. That will be a thing still, I promise. But it was me and Skylar doing a raid, and I was playing as Kuno. And like I said, that was like 3 weeks ago. It's literally just been work getting in my way of doing things that I've been wanting to do, like recording stuff and all that. So I'm at least having a chance to record maybe at least one video today before I go out and do something else. But yeah, I've just been really missing this. I got very hyped over Warriors Orochi 4 coming out. And ow! Stop interrupting me. And yeah, ever since Warriors Orochi 4 has been announced, and what I've been hearing about it and the Greek mythology stuff, it's got me hyped to play more Warriors games again. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing some recordings of that, having a fun time doing it. I've been playing Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. I want to do more videos on that too, maybe the original ones as well. I don't know if I'll do a full playthrough of it, just because I don't have a lot of time on my hands. Like I said, I'm still in a series of Kuno, and I haven't had a chance to do a video of her yet. And I'm not doing and this isn't a Kuno video because I just don't have the time to do like, because when I do a video of her, I want to do like multiple. Oh, I was hoping I could do my EX. All right. I didn't mean to do that. What compelled me to hit that button, to hit the stick? I'm even trying to think, what did compel me? No other game has like a counter thing for, I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. Would you stop? Gosh, hate you. Spear users are completely annoying just because of their stupid switch. It annoys me. But back to Warriors Orochi 4. I'm really looking forward to it because I've been looking at news and stuff and everything like that. They said it's gonna be, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, it's gonna be Warriors Orochi 4 Battle of Gods, pretty much. You'll get the joke if you're a Dragon Ball fan. But Because, yeah, they're going to be having they said they're going to be having the Greek gods like Zeus and all that. They didn't really say any other god yet, but they said Zeus is going to be like the main antagonist. And they still said Orochi is still going to be a key player in the game. Don't know how anymore because, like, you know, he's been killed like, what, 3-4 times if you're counting Ultimate. No, 3 times. Because the only thing they expanded on in that game was, in terms of story at least, was QB. Who, not gonna lie, her last mission was a real disappointment to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was really disappointed when I played a mission with her. Or when I did the last mission of her. I was like, man, she's just a coward running away, and she can't even do anything about it. So I was like, it's whatever. I was just happy that they like expanded on the game a little bit. I was like, oh, cool. So yeah, I was fine with that. It's whatever. But that would be cool if she was still in the game, as well as Hundun, because like Batman could be a pretty awesome boss. I mean, he was the final boss in the Gauntlet mode, which I actually really adored the Gauntlet mode. I love it. I want to do a couple videos on that down the line. I did one before, but that was just me leveling up like Orochi and Hundun and Daji and all that, I think. But I want to do more videos of my Demon Gauntlet team. I want to do different types of teams on Gauntlet mode, because I have almost everyone at level 100. I think I'm just missing some people on Dynasty Warriors, and then I'm good. I think, and a couple on Samurai as well. Just stop. Just stop. But yeah, it's like, it's got me very hyped. I want to do. Ow! Oh my gosh. I want to do more Dynasty Warriors 9 as well. It's just, like I said, there have been... The only reason for Dynasty Warriors 9 is just because other games have been compelling me to play them. Like, if I was... Like, I don't hate the game at all. I personally do enjoy the game. Yeah, it's had its problems, but, like... I mean, not every game can be perfect. And for people that are saying it's the worst, I feel like it's a bit of a stretch. You know? I feel like... Still, 6 isn't the best. 6 is still one of my least favorites. Like, at least with this one, they had I feel they had a cool combat system. Like, they went for something new, alright? They went for something new. They flopped. They did. But it's not a complete failure. I felt that Dynasty Warriors 9 wasn't a complete failure. Now, as for that DLC stuff that they were mentioning, with like the weapons coming back and you have to pay for them, yes, I find that absolutely stupid. They should have just included those in the game to begin with. That part I will not condone. Not at all. I will not condone them freaking doing, like, having us pay for weapons that were in the previous games. That is dumb. And they still kept the stupid piercers for Wang Yi. Just gave her the size again, but, you know, whatever. I'm sorry, I don't like those piercers. They're fun, but I don't like them on Wang Yi at all. I don't. I hate them. If they were for someone else, yeah, sure. I'd be like, oh, cool, this is a really cool weapon. No! They put it on my waifu, so I'm like, no. Should have gave her the size. I would have paid money for that. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, the DLC stuff is kind of like, whatever. And, like, as well for the characters that they're making us pay for as well that are already in the game. Aside from like a couple, and I can't say that they're really all like cloned anymore, because like I've seen the different types of moves that they all do. Yes, they all have the same weapon and all, but they have like some differences. Nothing astronomically different, but stop. But yeah, I for one am not a fan of. And the only one I really care about is Dongbai. I really want to just try and place her. Her story's probably going to be short as hell, though. It's not, like, super short. It's probably going to be as long as Lu Bu's was, which isn't that long at all. But, it could be worse. You could be doing Shu Shu's story. But, they could have just given it to us. Like, they were already implemented in the game. They had their weapons and everything. They're not having anything different. They're not as unique as we would like them to be. Like, what's the point? You know, there's really no point in making them paid DLC. They should just be a free update. Like, if you were gonna give us like brand new spanking characters that you haven't even shown us in, that aren't even in the game, yeah, that'd be different. But these characters were already implemented in the game. Why would you do that? Just give them to us. They should have just been playable from the start or updated it so we can get it for free. Like, they're giving us stuff that should have been in the game already, or they're giving us stuff that's already in the game, but we have to pay in order to play as them. Where's the sense in that? Like, in terms of making us pay for stuff, Koei's flopping hard. Like, they're flopping really hard on that, on DLC stuff wise. That I will admit to. The gameplay itself, though, I actually don't mind it, and I'm seeing that they're patching stuff every now and then. Like, they want this game to work. They do. If they didn't care, they wouldn't be trying to patch this game constantly. And that I give full respect to. That much I respect a lot. Just the DLC is really bad. The DLC decisions are terrible. I will not condone that at all. Which is why, and I heard, and speaking of new combat stuff, I heard there's going to be a new kind of, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to keep like the Dynasty Warriors 8 and Samurai Warriors 4 like combat system for those characters, but they said there's going to be a different type of combat system in general as well. I'm really hoping they just keep the original like combat systems for the Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors characters. But I am curious at the same time to also see what they're talking about. But they said it's going to be the same old thing with like you get to play as 3 characters and all that, and have a blast with all of that stuff. Said it. I think personally it's still going to be good. It's a Warriors Orochi game. Warriors Orochi games really haven't disappointed yet, in my opinion. Unless you're talking about the QB storyline, which I thought was completely boring as hell, then yeah, it's meh. But it made up for it in the Gauntlet mode, which I love so much. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing the other faces like Ryu Hayabusa and the rest of the Ninja Gaiden cast, or DOA cast, if you want to say. Which brings me to think, and people have already been saying this as well, that those characters are probably going to stick to another spin-off, which is what Warriors All-Stars is probably going to be. Where they're just gonna have those kinds of characters stay on that, while Warriors Orochi just sticks to like the Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors stick to Warriors Orochi. Which, in honesty, I don't mind that at all. I mean, it's pretty much just removing like the cast from 3 and putting back the ones from 1 and 2, with like the new characters added in from Dynasty Warriors 8 and 4. Which, yeah, I don't mind at all. Like, some people are disappointed about it, but I mean, like I said, when you think about it, the original cast was Samurai and Dynasty. That was the whole purpose of it. It was supposed to be a mashup between Dynasty and Samurai. I mean, they made a big, ambitious step with putting in, like, Ninja Gaiden. I don't know what game Sturkenberg's from. Hell, Soul Calibur was in it, too. Sophidia was in it, too. Which was an okay character. I kind of liked her. But I don't know. I feel like it'll bring back a kind of old Warriors Orochi feel to it, which is why I don't mind just the old cast just being in it. I mean, we're still going to have, like, the Mystics and all that, so we're not, like, just solely sticking to Dynasty and Samurai. We still have the same Warriors Orochi cast, and we're getting new characters. Getting new original characters in it as well. I mean, their names aren't really original because, you know, Greek gods, but you get what I'm trying to say. All in all, I feel like it's going to be a really good game. Warriors Orochi has yet to disappoint me, at least. I'm sure it has yet to disappoint anyone else as well. The game has been fun. And I think we should just wait and see what happens. Like I said with Dynasty Warriors 9, wait and see what happens. Because literally the biggest thing people were picking at was just the shortage of casts now. But you also got to realize they're adding more characters in. Like, they added new original characters in All-Stars, which I liked All-Stars. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite mashup game that they've done. Warriors Orochi is still my personal favorite, but I did like All-Stars. I kind of just hope they go in a different direction with All-Stars. I'm not saying give it a Warriors Orochi feel. The way they did it was very cool. I like the difference in All-Stars compared to Warriors Orochi. But did you die, Eugene? Eugen, excuse me. I wish he still had those dual. If they make those like they're gonna make all those DLC. I feel every weapon you're seeing in this game that wasn't in 9, it's gonna be DLC eventually. I feel it, which kind of sucks, but whatever. It is what it is at this point. Koei's doing their own thing, and I hate to say it this way. Doesn't sound like they're listening that much to us because they're like, yeah, they put like the new weapons in and all that, but it doesn't feel like they're really listening to like people's resentment of like, why aren't these weapons already in the game? Why are you giving us characters that are already in the game as DLC that we have to pay for? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of what they're doing with the DLC right now. But you know what? It is what it is. Some people ended up buying it. I'm an idiot. I already got the season pass, so I have it. I paid for it. Idiot me. But it's whatever at this point. I'm kind of glad that Jung Ho's getting his claws back. That's the only thing I really care about in this DLC weapon. No, Shushu as well. Shushu is getting his hook blade back, which is also really cool. But you know what? It is what it is. This was just a quick little Dynasty Warriors video I wanted to do. I want to hop back into this eventually when I have free time. You better believe I'm going to do more of this. There's also going to be more A Way Out coming, which I recorded with Andrew. There's going to be more of that coming as well, probably on the same day as this video comes out. And yeah, so guess we'll see what happens, you know? In terms of the Warriors franchise, because right now Samurai Warriors is better. But in my personal opinion. But anyway, this is it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Oh, hope you all also noticed the new design I have for little Haruna here. The new Haruna attire that I have going on. You can see her on the bottom right. Maybe I'll put up a picture of her. Maybe. I don't know. So you could see her. Like I was bored one day and I was like, I guess I'll just like chill out and just like mess around with Haruna because like everyone else is pretty much like has new outfits as well. I gave Light a new one as well. I think his outfit was already shown in the video though, so I don't know if that counts or not. Yes, it was. It was. But, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, so I wanted to do something different with her. I wanted to give her a more, because she's supposed to have a cute personality. She's supposed to have a kid-like personality as well. I mean, yeah, she eventually matures as a woman eventually, but for right now, her character is supposed to be just a cute kid-like girl. So I decided to like scrap the very long hair that she had. I mean, it's not completely scrapped. It's still like canon, but I wanted to at least like give her something new, like something different. Like she's the only one I haven't worked on. I gave Shine a new look. I gave Light a new look. I gave almost every character I have a new look except for Haruna, because I was like, well, she's my main girl, so I can't really like change it up constantly. But I was like, wait, who's the one telling me I can't do it aside from myself? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do something different. So I gave her the that floral head thing, like that floral hair thing where you see the flowers on her head, and then you see the pigtails from the accessory too, I believe, which is why, unfortunately, her cat Ichi is not on top of her head right now. Sad day. Maybe one day they'll give us 3 accessories and you could just, so I could have the cat on top of her head as when she has the pigtails. I was thinking of putting the kitsune ears on it, but her kitsune ears were, and her pigtails were not really cooperating. They were kind of clipping through each other. So right now, she kind of just looks normal aside from her kitsune marks and her eyes. She looks kind of humanish, but she kind of did at the beginning as well. All she had was a cat on her head. That was the only difference. But I think this really like adds on to the cuteness, and it also gives a lot of childlike, because I really feel like the pigtails, it's an adorable look and it's a childish kind of look. Not saying any woman who does that is childish. Sorry, but that's just my personal opinion. I think it's a really perfect thing for her. So that's that. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling. I hope you all enjoyed it. More videos gonna be coming eventually. I promise. I know I've been really quiet, but more is coming. And I will see you all later.